What up, family? It's your boy Drees here, and I'm back with another week of drinking predictions. But this week is special. You know why it's special? Because the NFL season is completed and there's only a few teams left. That's right. It is the playoffs. It is the playoffs, and we got some teams that made it that we did not expect to make it. And we got some teams we expected to make it, fell short, man. But that's why you play the game. They say that's why you play the game. Today we got some drinks. We're going to talk all playoff teams. I took a poll on my Instagram, got some results. I want to see how y'all feel about it. I'm going to let y'all know how I feel about it. Leave y'all comments. But let's make us a drink first, man. We got the pomegranate Ciroc. If you haven't tried this yet, this is official tissue, man. As far as goes vodkas, I suggest you try it. Pour it in my, it's one of my Christmas gifts. I became a dad in 2021, so it say dad 2021. First time drinking out of it, I'm gonna drink with my gang, man. My drinking predictions family. We had a great season. That last loss, man, killed me. I had the Colts beating the Jags, and I was wrong. That killed my record. I got 5 losses out of 18 weeks, though, man. So, I mean, I told you I was gonna be a winner. End up being at the top, but I'm mixing it with the back to the drink, like the pomegranate Ciroc with the pomegranate Red Bull. If you haven't tried this combo yet, I suggest you do. You can find the Ciroc. If you can't find it in the liquor store near you, you get it delivered straight to your door. Go to cwspirits.com. Don't forget that promo code UMP5. Get you a discount. But this is a good sip. I'm going to sip on it right now, and we're going to talk some football, man. We got a lot of stuff going down. It's the playoffs. You see what I'm rocking with right now? My hometown Eagles, man. You already know. Damn, man. That's good. Easy sip. Not too sweet. Like a lot of times when you mix with like the flavored Red Bulls, they be like really sweet to me. But just like paired perfectly. Another thing that pairs perfectly with this is cran apple. Cran apple is my favorite cranberry juice. So if you like any type of cranberry juice, I suggest you mix it with this pomegranate, because the berry flavors mixed with the pomegranate, it's just so smooth. You just think you're drinking straight juice. But let's talk football, man. I told you I took a poll on my Instagram on each playoff game that's happening this weekend. We got 6 games going down. We got 5 games? 5 games, 6 games going down, 5. So the first poll I put up, about 75 people chimed in on all the polls. So the first one I put up was the Steelers in KC, Kansas City Chiefs, man. And that was a lopsided victory. You know what I mean? They gave KC 81% chance of winning. So few people voted for Steelers. Probably like diehard Steelers fan probably voted for the Steelers. For my opinion, I think this is going to be the biggest margin between the first round of the playoffs and the Super Wild Card. They call it a Super Wild Card weekend. We got games on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, which is I think it's the first time in the playoffs, NFL playoffs. But with this game, I don't think the Steelers have the firepower to fight back like they usually do. You know, Steelers usually rough and tough and give everybody a fight. But I just think like KC is really hot right now. Even though they lost their last game, they turned around for the good season. They look like a whole different team from previous years with Patrick Mahomes. But they turned it around like as they should, as they've been contenders since they found their rhythm, and they're contenders again this year. So I think they might take it far deep into the playoffs, and I think the Steelers are just in the way, so they'll get them out the way easily. I think this will be the biggest margin between all the games this weekend. I mean, that's just my opinion. If you think differently, you already know what to do. Leave your comments, because we all hear about discussion. I want to hear everybody's opinions. That's just me. Now, the next game was the Dallas and 49ers. I know a lot of Dallas fans. I know a few 49ers fans. But this vote was literally even. It was 50-50 Dallas Cowboys, 49ers. You know what I mean? A lot of people, beginning of the season, they would think like this would be a landslide for Cowboys. But Cowboys hit a few bumps in the road where they look like a totally different team. They get away from the run. They try to pass heavy, and it kind of fucks up their flow. I feel like when they're more balanced, they are a dangerous team. So I feel like keys for Dallas to win this first round is to be a balanced team. Do I want to see Dallas win? No, I don't want to see Dallas win. But that's being honest, man. They got 2 good running backs. I honestly think Pollard is over Zeke at this time. You know, Zeke been banged up a little bit this year. But I feel like he still got over 1,000 yards. That's how you know he's a fucking beast. You know what I mean? You can't deny football talent, even if you don't like the team. Dallas has a lot of talent on their team. They're probably one of the most talented teams in the playoffs right now. But 49ers are physical. They don't back down for no fight. 49ers actually surprised me last week because it was like under 2 minutes left and they had to like drop down the field to tie up the game. I said, there's no way Garoppolo is driving down the field and tying up this game. The Rams won. And lo and behold, Garoppolo did it. So, I mean, I was surprised by Garoppolo. He surprised me last week. It was clutch time, and he came through. It could be a good sign for the playoffs. I think this game is pretty even. If these guys, each team stick to their guns, it's going to be a battle to the end. Dallas is the home team, so a little bit of advantage there. They lose at home. They lost to the Cardinals at home, another playoff team. So, I hate to say this, but I'll give Dallas the slight edge. That's because I think they'll find a rhythm. But as soon as they step out that rhythm that they have, and they got more talent, man. They definitely have more talent. It's just I don't believe in Garoppolo. Garoppolo is just not a quarterback I believe in. I think they do have a physical defense, 49ers I'm talking about. They do be physical on offense. They'll punch you in your mouth, run the ball down your throat. They got Debo. He can run, pass, catch. Like, he's a fucking threat. It's just Garoppolo is the piece for me that makes him weak. And so I'll give Cowboys a slight edge. I hope I'm wrong. This is the only time I hope I'm wrong. I give Cowboys a slight edge. And let's go to the next game with another one that was voted pretty close. The Rams. This is the Monday night game. They made this game Monday night, which I believe the Bills and Patriots game should have been Monday night. But you're on a Rams-Cardinals game. I actually did this game before they played. This is the third time they played this year. And I chose, last time I did this game, I chose the Rams. Rams gave me 2 losses this year. Not 1, but 2 losses this year. So I am not, for them purposes alone, I am not picking the Rams again because I don't not want more losses due to the Los Angeles Rams. That's why they fucked up my record, and it was a good record. So just because of them purposes, but for all the people that voted on my Instagram poll, about 75 people, it gave it an even 50-50. That's surprising. Like, twice in a row, 2 teams got 50-50. And I'm just going to have to go with the team that didn't let me down twice before. And that's the Cardinals, man. So, go Birds. Speaking of birds, motherfucking Philadelphia Eagles, let's talk about them. I did not want to put up that poll because there's going to be people I would have blocked if they would have picked Tampa Bay because I will be upset. So, I didn't care for if you would have picked Tom Brady. A lot of people know Tom Brady is my favorite player. Not because of football, though. Long story short, me and Tom Brady tore our same ACL at the same time, and I wanted to quit football. It was my first year playing college football. It was a different environment. I was used to being a man. College, you got to earn your name all over again because everybody came from a different city, and they were the man there. So you had to prove yourself all over again, and I jumped into the game not knowing what I was getting myself into. So my ACL, injury I never even heard of before in my life. And the doctor described to me as the injury Tom Brady just suffered. And I was like, that put my eyes, that's the first time I was introduced to Tom Brady's honestly back in 2008. Then I watched him how he came back. He played football again and he fucking excelled. And I did the same thing. I was able to finish my college career, had a good career. You know what I mean? So that motivation made me love Tom Brady, not because all the Super Bowls, not because all the winning. That's just a plus. That just happened along the way, but it goes deeper beyond football. I appreciate him for that motivation because I experienced a lot of things that I still part of the best days of my life, and just thinking for that. But these boys gotta take them down, man. Do I believe they can take it down? Yes. Will it happen? I pray because I feel like the Tampa Bay Bucks. I live in Tampa Bay right now as a diehard Eagles fan. And it is everywhere I go, Brady. But they hated Brady before. That's what kills me. You guys love Brady now. But I remember the days when them seats was empty inside the Buccaneers Stadium. And y'all had no interest in the Bucks. But now you love them. So, I mean, I hope the Eagles take them out. They are a stronger team overall. They are banged up. The runner, Leonard Fournette, is dealing with a hamstring. He's supposed to be playing this weekend. He's coming back off injury, but you never know you get that 100% out of him. Godwin, the best receiver on their team, is actually out towards ACL. Mike Evans is bad on injuries, so they all banged up at offensive wise. The offensive line is still great. They still healthy, so that's a big deal. They can handle it. It's just that the Eagles gotta come and not be afraid, not be starstruck, and just do what they do, man. Run the ball down their throat, I mean, and then go from there. So the key for the Eagles' victory is for some turnovers on the time of possession, keep the ball out of Brady's hands. Then they got a chance, man. It's an 8.5-point spread. I think they will cover, but for win, it's another thing. I just hope they win. Though I really believe down deep inside they got a chance. Yes, so I hope they take advantage of that chance. I think this would be I thought this was the best matchup for the Eagles to go into the playoffs, man. I thought it was, even though they're the defending champs. I feel like that was the best team, the best, you know what I mean, option for the Eagles to play because they're so banged up. That's the reason. But let's go to the next game before we run out of time. Bills and Patriots, they split the season series 1-1. This is the third time they playing, man. Bill Belichick, I don't know if he can lose twice to one team in 1 year. I mean, he's just a genius. And actually, my Instagram believes that Bills will win because 63% of the votes came in for the Bills. I just think the Patriots are just like fucking smart, man. I think the more athletic, the more versatile team is the Bills. I just think it's the playoff times, and Bill Belichick is just that guy, man. So I'm going to go against my Instagram. I'm going to go with the Patriots. I'm going to go against my Instagram. I'm going to go with the Patriots. They pull that off. Inside Buffalo, I heard it was so cold that they had to take the practice because the ground was frozen. They had to take it inside and everything, but I got the Bills. It's going to be, not the Bills, I got the Patriots. It's going to be a cold game. And I hope these guys are ready for a good game. I'll be tuned into it. And last but not least, shout out to my boy Think, a.k.a. Pooty. His team is finally in the playoffs. They ain't been in the playoffs in a minute. This is actually Derek Carr's first time playing the playoffs, so I know he's excited to see that. They're playing against that young, hot Bengals team. You know what I mean? They came off that fucking Joe Burrow just destroying teams, man. I mean, that's my guy in college. He won me a lot of money in college, but that's a different story. So, I mean, I was cheering for him aside because I'm thankful for all the money he won me back in the day when he played for LSU. But for this game, I feel like the firepower lies with the Bengals. But I just think like the Raiders got a different spark underneath them right now. I think it's going to be a close game. I mean, you know, John Madden is a legend in the NFL. He coached for the Raiders ever since John Madden lost. They lost John Madden and he died and everything. The Raiders have not lost a game, so I feel like that's motivation. They want to bring it back to Las Vegas. You know what I mean? They want to put on for it. You know what I mean? There's just the history behind the Raiders. And they're hungry, man. This Derek Carr first time to shine, so he's hungry. He's ready to like show what he can really do. Because last time they went to the playoffs, he broke his leg right before. So I feel like it's gonna be a close game. I just think the Bengals, even though like I kind of want to see the Raiders go, I just think the Bengals got too much firepower from them guys, man. They got 3 wide receivers that can go over 100 yards easily. Joe Burrow can get it to them. They got Joe Mixon in the backfield who can run for 100 yards, man. I just think I got too much firepower for them, but I thought that before with the Chargers, and the Chargers lost. So, I mean, I could be wrong again, but I'm going with the Bengals. So, if y'all fuck with my picks, man, you know what to do. Go down at the bottom of the screen, subscribe, make sure y'all leave your comments, make sure y'all like this, make sure y'all share this with other playoff people. There's teams that made it, even if they didn't, man. Just tune in and make sure y'all get that new Ciroc, try it, sip on it. It's pretty good, man, but happy wild card week.